Yo, 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 King Erna coming to you guys live and direct. Listen to me. The people that's in the comments and you hear them saying all type of negative things or continuously you'll see somebody say something and then 2 seconds later you'll see them in a different email underneath a different name say the same thing. Those are the bums of life. Those are the individuals who have nothing to do. And their goal is to try their hardest to tear the Honor Your Life campaign down. It won't work. It won't work. The reason why it won't work is because it's too genuine. But more than anything, it has a lot of honor to it. And I'm opening up doors for individuals that couldn't have a platform or able to speak, because of those same type of individuals. See, when it comes down to hate, these individuals will try to do anything. They know my past. They know who I was when it came down to me responding to negativity. But I want for people to understand that there is no way in the world that your honor is intact, that you respond back to negativity. You have to let those people go. And my prayer goes to the fact that I want them people to say my name more. I want them people to actually go a little bit further. I want them to go into the deepest wrongs that I have done in order for the people to see the example of who I am today. You see, I've learned that my program only exists because of the hate and the love also. See, but the hate overpowers everything because it's like they can't believe the fact that all the wrong that I have done, I could be this intelligent in order to be able to grab or earn and help my community. I'm so embedded that not only am I helping Philadelphia, but I'm now also helping Delaware because I gotta make sure that Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is honored to the highest peak because we've been down so long because of rats and people putting wrong information out on good men. They worry about who I speak about because they pray that they can find a rat from Philadelphia that was mainstream. There is none. They pray that they find out something that has to do with the communities of Philadelphia so they can tear them down. Well, I don't care what you find out about Philadelphia because guess what? I'm rebuilding what I once destroyed, but not only Philadelphia, this is a worldwide thing. I've been had a lot of support from New Jersey. I've been had a lot of support from Baltimore. And I've been had a lot of support and honor from DC, from all these different spots. And I may have missed a few other spots, but at the end of the day, these are people that honor me. If you want to understand the thought of being hated on, you will never be able to. But you got to understand that you will reap the benefits. Every time one of these kittens say my name on their platform, I win tremendously that day. A lot of people that already have platforms are looking like, wow, how is King Erna able to keep up with these numbers and these views? Well, let me give you an understanding of King Erna. If you go to Facebook and you look up Earner's Mitch, EARNER, and then Mitch, MITCH, you'll see that Facebook has 5,000 people on there following me, the limit. If you go to my first page ever, Hodge Gel Livers, HODGE Gel Livers, JAILLIVERS, you will find out that I have the limit there also. And if anything, if you go to my Instagram, King Erna 1, you will find out that I have 20,000 and like 300 or 400 people following me. And you will find out that I have a clothing page that's ran by an individual also, that's called Honorable Ernest. I also have my manager who controls the Honor Your Life campaign page also, Honor Your Life campaign. There's not a guy on this YouTube that's of honor that has this type of support. The reason why is they haven't been doing what I've been doing for years. Now, I sit back sometime and I observe for years people been trying to figure out how can they say my name. And at those times prior to now, it was like, damn, if I say his name, I probably will get hurt. Something will happen to me and it will come from him, no one else, because I never had co-defendants. So I understood why people didn't say my name and all that. They never talked about nothing negative I done, blah, 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 blah. But once they seen I was going in a positive direction, working with the children every day, they said to themselves, we must begin to understand who he was, so now we're going to attack who he is. It don't work. You know why it don't work? Because everybody in the world know that King Erna was one of the worst individuals worldwide. Terrible, terrible, horrible. I didn't have no respect of persons. I didn't respect no one. And everyone know that. But from my life experiences and things I went through, and once I had my daughter, I had no other choice but to go in the right direction. But to thank the Lord for allowing me to be here, because that precious individual, Booga Butt, is something that I would die for, you see? And I will protect and love her forever. But at the same token, do you think that if I was an ignorant, stupid individual, and once my daughter did come in this world, I would continue being negative verbally? Because before she was born, I was already changed, never sold drugs again, and never done crime again since I've been home from prison in 2010. But I had a negative mouth, a negative mindset, and I had anger that wasn't controllable. Once you go through certain things in life, you look at yourself. And if you know those angry things that you have done in your past were that bad, you won't do them no more, you know? Even when you come close to it or think, you won't, because you don't never want to experience that again. And I'm praying that everyone that's a hater of mine, please talk bad about me. Talk bad about me. Because the more you talk bad about me, what ends up happening is the people that you're talking bad about me to, they're going to come over to my platform and they're going to say, damn, let me go down to what he said when he came home around 2010. I started got on the gram probably around 2012. And once you see that growth, you'll begin to tune all the way into the Honor Your Life campaign. You'll begin to embrace it because you're going to say, I want to know what it was to make him change. So there it is. The best promotion is from those who dislike you, the non-believers, the haters, because they didn't believe I would make it this far. And honestly, humbly, I always say to people, I haven't made it anywhere. I'm still doing work. I'm still giving back what I'm supposed to give back. I'm still building what I destroyed. And guess what? I've done it more, and more as I become positive. And I get the acknowledgments from those who didn't like me first. You understand where I'm coming from? I get the love, I get the support from the ones who sit back and observe guys talking negative about me and be like, oh, he a piece of trash. He done this, he done that. I'm going to tell you this. King Erna ain't never rat on no one. And King Erna ain't never been no rapist. And King Erna ain't never been no pedophile. So anything a person talks about King Erna have done in the past, I may have done that. I may have done the negative thing or may have checked someone to the point where so they remember it. But it's about now. It's about what am I doing now? And honestly, there would be no Honor Your Life campaign if I wasn't a bad individual at the time. So I'm thankful to everybody that support me. I'm thankful to the non-believers, and I'm thankful to the biggest haters. That's what we call them now. My son said it best. They ain't really hating. Call them non-believers. They don't believe in an Honor Your Life campaign, but so many people do. So many people are tuned in, and this hurt people. How did the little guy, I forgot his name, little comedian dude that was from Philly, and he was like, "What's wrong with the gram? What's wrong? Is this stuff hurting you guys' feelings?" I know it's hurting y'all. Y'all hate to see me switch up in these honorable glasses. Y'all want them to be fake, and y'all want me to be fake so bad that guess what? It'll never happen because my honor's so intact that none of these things make me. You know what makes me? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and me praying and me taking care of my beautiful daughter who has honor running all through her veins. Me being free and able to do that. And if I was in jail, I will be still doing the same thing. Positivity. So make sure y'all continue to tune in. I got more, and I'm not stopping. And let's all pray together. Let's pray that the haters and the non-believers, they get to talking so bad about me that everybody that's listening to be like, I hate King Erna. And then once they come over and they see my platform, they say, we love this man. Because it was unbelievable for him to change the way he did. You think of Saul, who turned into Paul. He was a persecutor of the Christians. And in their book, I'm just using the parable, but in their book, they said that the Saul was on a horse going to Damascus. And as he was going to Damascus, he was instantly knocked off that horse, and there was a light that shined down on him. And when he woke up days later, scales fall off his eyes, and he began to preach the gospel. Now, that's their religion in their book. Just giving you guys an example of wrongful men that were claimed that became the best of life. Umar radiallahu anhu. He was so much of a tyrant against the Muslims that he was searching to behead them and do all type of negative things for them, for anybody that went against what his forefathers had already put in play. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam prayed for Umar radiallahu anhu, and I think if I'm not mistaken, may Allah forgive me, Abu Talib to come to Islam. And what ended up happening is Umar radiallahu anhu instead came to Islam. But when he came to Islam, right? When he came, he overheard someone told him his sister and her husband had took their shahada. And he overheard them reciting their Quran. And it was so beautiful that he came in first, he snapped on them. Who gave you this? Slapped his sister, slapped everybody. He just went crazy, beat the brother-in-law up and everything. And then he showed up to the door of the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And when he did, Hamza answered the door. And he said, if he doesn't come in peace, I will take his head off his body. And Umar came to the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and told him about what he just heard from his sister. And he instantly said, La ilaha illallah wa ana Muhammadan Rasulullah. These people were the worst. So when you speak about my negativity, let it be known, whether it's a Christian or whether it's a Jew, or whether if it's an honorable Muslim, it has to be loved. It has to be honored. Because at the end of the day, it's what I used to do or what I used to be. So please, non-believers and haters, do anything possible, I beg of you, to talk about me. Because all it's going to do is bring that wave right to me. And guess what? I'm going to be happy and ever, more than ever, to embrace that. So please remember, King Erna is not perfect, never was perfect, and never will be. But I changed the condition of my life, and you can change the condition of your life, youngin. Don't worry about what people say, because if you worry about what people say, you're going to fail the test. And you know what? I know that's the biggest test for me. You know how many people I have harmed because they mentioned my name? You know how many times I have done things to individuals just for saying something negative about me? It feels good to not want to do it now. It feels good to hear someone say something bad about me and then see them followers coming in heavy. I love it. And you know what? The children that I help that need tokens and trans passes, they love it. My family love it, you know? They love it because now I'm able to earn, and I don't have to be a yes man to anybody. And guess what? It's going to continue to grow and grow and grow. King Earner live and direct. Remember, non-believers and haters is your best marketing.